place of Beamer ball where they will touch the Hokie Stone and come alive for Virginia Tech. And the Hokies will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Texas A&M's offense will have the first possession of the game. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws, the whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Billman making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
He's got it. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays, that big-time offense since that point.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. This offense wants to send a message on the opening drive of the game. No punting today. They'll go for it on 4th down. Finds his man, and they convert. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Trying to get behind the defense. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Feeling some heat. Makes the catch. He's got enough. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
He'll throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sideline, it's Barber. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Off play action on 1st down. Going for it all. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Well, it looked like that might be the first touchdown of the game, but what a great job by the defender, seeing the football and swatting it away.
Couldn't make the play on first down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit, yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
4th and inches, just trust in your offensive line. They're able to get just enough movement at the point of attack to keep this drive going.
Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. Goes to the option. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying play action. Getting some heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Into the end zone. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Taking it the other way. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense.
And that pass picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got it. His decision.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Back to throw, it's Drones. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quick strike complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. It'll be a draw. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
Just a great job by the quarterback, the running back, the offensive line. Sneaky little devils. What do? Make it look like pass, sneak in the run, catch you off guard. Great play call by the offense.
They're going to ride this running back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Really good play by this defense. Seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Completes it in the middle. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Hokies! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
The short hands, it's Thomas. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. A field goal attempt from here would just be 48 yards, but they'll try to move the chains on 4th down and short. Now the toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? From that spot on the field, this is the area that we expert commentators call no man's land. So the call makes sense.
You have to go for it. You're in a situation where you're in field goal range for maybe elite kickers, but dude, go for it. You're not going to have anything to lose. Field position will still be okay. You got to go for it in these situations.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Deep shot for the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. 2nd interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
They move the tight end all over. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking downfield, it's Drones. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll pull it down. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Gonna run it. It's Tootin. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. To the air, it's Reed. Finds his target down the middle. Hard-hitting tackle.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and then box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want.
Another interception. This guy, his own players. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Titletown, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused and keyed in on. We've got to stop him if we're going to have success today.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Give them 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. What a snag by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The RPO, it's complete. He saw man coverage, and the idea, just get it to my receiver as quickly as I can and let him work, David.
See man and see the cushion and see the guy backed up a little bit. Now I know I can get it to him right now and get a positive gain.
Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And then the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
On second down, wants to throw it. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. Does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. On the option. He'll toss it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now 2nd and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
It's a big-time moment for the defense. They're creating a negative play, getting a sack with the opponent right down on the goal line. Now that they've backed him up a little bit, a touchdown doesn't seem like it's just a gimme anymore.
The option look. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense wins.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. No.
is no good.
And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Swings it out to his running back.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
I guess they believe the entire field is 4-down territory. A bit of an odd choice, but they'll go for it on 4th and 12 miles. Coming after him. Escapes the sack. They get to him as he throws. And that pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Offside.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Quarterback adapting. Looking for the score. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Out routes are timing routes, and the QB's got to throw that before the receiver gets out of his break. He was a little bit late, and as a result, it's incomplete.
Trying to get to him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Middle linebackers, they're middle linebackers because they're right in the middle of the defense. You put guys that have a nose for the football because they literally line up over the football every single time. They play the run well, and look at this. How about this? Rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, getting the big sack.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move.
He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Florida International. When you're handed a break, With unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. From the gun, running back on the move. And that's a live ball behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. They're trying to get to it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
In these situations, 3rd and eternity, I know exactly what to do. I'm putting more DBs on the field. I know it's a pass, my best pass defenses, and then I turn my pass rushers loose. Go get that QB.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Here comes that Alabama offense. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that will cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind. It's one mistake, Jesse. Move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. You've got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to knock.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield, and the defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Jenkins. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big. 4th down here, it's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close there.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Great job of containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Trying to beat the D deep. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Oh, it's a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
And they'll take over.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake. Now to throw. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. They'll try to get outside. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
FIU will line up to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Here's the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field. We might have to do this one again. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can...
Unloads it downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got his man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. Here comes that Alabama offense. running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're bringing heat. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And that is no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but 4 would have been better.
That keeps the score. Florida International 10, Alabama 0.
Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. A first down for the offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intention. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To the air, it's Jenkins. Gets it out quickly. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. FIU will line up to punt. Oh, the fake, the up man looking for room. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning.
And the fake punt. The idea of the fake punt is so great. I'm going to catch you off guard, get a free first down. When it goes south, everybody's ticked off. Why did you do it? What a stupid play call. So if you just called it, sorry, but that's what I'm saying.
Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Line gets set, first down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got it behind the line, it's Miller. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling some heat. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
He's in open space downfield. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
I don't know what the ball carrier is thinking on that play, but you got to know when the play is over. You're down there in a goal-to-go situation. Obviously, the defense won. They're there in position to make the play. Just go down or just run out of bounds, but don't make it worse by running backwards.
They are still looking to put a dent in the scoreboard. It is 3rd and goal. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, the offense did not get enough. They got to understand the sticks. Maybe he should have thrown that on the RPO, right? It's tough. You got to read that really, really quickly. Now brings up a 4th down decision time for this offense.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown time! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. They want to try to pull even right now as they're going for the onside kick here in the 3rd. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Illegal touch. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. They'll toss it to the left.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays, but he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The give out of the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen back.
Dialed up it's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. And they thought they could pull off the surprise. Well, the surprise was on them. A stop. It's nice to be a riverboat gambler and all, but man, oh man, when it goes against you, it can be ugly. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loses 1. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. With the catch, it's Williams. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
Quickly complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny. You know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. He got it! Touchdown, Alabama! And that one will give them the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Illegal touch. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. Pulls and fires complete. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Power football with the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
Looking for a huge play. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Out of the gun, the inside give. Still on his feet at the 45. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Might as well give it to him again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, give them some more space so we can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Jenkins. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Oh, look out, the ball's free.
That is a nice break for the offense. Man, those are plays that you don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers. If they just bounce a little bit in the direction of the defense, you're so jacked up. You create momentum, juice. It could change the game. That's a great break for the offense.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many.
And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
The give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, FIU.
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hole, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Florida International.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. They have the lead in a two-possession game and oddly lining up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drag and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. A run for the quarterback. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Just going to keep it after the snap. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the
touchdown, Crimson Tide? And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Looking for a man, it's Milroe. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Here comes the biggest drive for the defense, desperate to get a stop. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see he gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. The give to the back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. In tight ball game, right